iPhone, don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause
Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's going to be a long day.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 25, check 25.
On 2nd down, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Come on, set. 30 base. Go. 5.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
54. Switch up, switch up. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Rip right, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw complete to Chark. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Set up, 50, plant. 54, Mike, 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Get ready.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is Chark. It's complete. 9 yards that time. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here we go. 15, line it. 15, line it. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it complete to Harris. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Now Leonard Fournette, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Got it. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. He's time to win. Mike, 55, Mike, 55. Hey, Mike, 7. 55, Mike, 55.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's set a tone, fella.
Minshew throwing on third down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Mariota from the gun on third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mariota gives to Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike, 44. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Smoke. Watch the screen.
2nd down, Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey. Hey, exit. Get it.
This is Fournette. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go, here we go.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Fournette. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jeff Swaim. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota now. He's got a man complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
To throw Mariota, and Walker has it. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mariota. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota to throw it. Got a man open. It's Ross. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
44. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. 3rd down and 18.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
30 base. Got one. Check 50. Check 50. And switch.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action here on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Minshew. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lee. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5.
Ready? 18 Gator. 54 Mike. Get your swerve on. Hey, one set. Check.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to D.E. Westbrook. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Fournette running out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Undercross, under 61. Matchbox lights. Ready?
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, Alpha. You can't block me.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jaguars 20, Titans 13. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota, and caught by Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within 4. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Set up, 30 base. 55.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Right.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Logan Cook now, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 20-yard line.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You better be afraid of me.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Protein spill.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this.
Back.
Now a fake on the give here. Option. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Ready?
47
60 Pittsburgh.
Ricky.
Hey, Delta. Yo, go.
Ringo. 55 Mike, guys, 55. Hey, man.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Let's stop! Let's stop!
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 4th down, Mariota. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll run with Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Jim. 6-6, pull it high.
Hatchet. 36.
Now Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Check. Watch the safety creep.
A handoff to Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during